Morning, everyone. Yep, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere, and either is my family. Anyway, I feel like the news. Um, I was getting different things coming to me. A lot of things, but one is there's two warnings. You know how you go to the store, grocery store, and they'll ask you if you want cash back. Be careful with that. If you didn't do that, and if you're not paying attention, and I advise get alerts put on when if you get cash back, taken out, you'll get an alert. There's all kinds of ones, they're calling it scammers. And this is anywhere. So far they caught so many people now, of ones, you know how you go to the self-checkout? Well, they're not actually ringing them up. They're just, pretending and putting it in their bag. And then whatever, how much money they have or whatever, they'll ring up a little bit and they'll pay for it. This way they have a receipt. That's one. But with the Cash App, they're whoever's at the register it's also at the checkout, self-checkout too, where you didn't say you want to cash out, but if you have alerts, it will come up and you don't pay attention, it will come up as on your receipt, that's how much you paid for your groceries. But if you have an alert, it will pop up that you took cash out. So keep an eye on that. And the other one is there is recall. Now, with this download, I haven't been online. I've been doing other things. And again, I will be asking a person to put the video up. I don't know, I went and I saw recalls. Now, this is I heard of the bread, but it's saying that it is in Massachusetts. Yes, sorry, I actually said it right. I usually say, well, I'm not going to, nope, I'm not going to jinx myself. Anyway, there in the UK, Connecticut, and wherever they sell, it's multigrain bread. roly-poly bread. Well, anyway, it's life threatening, the that bread right now, and it's because there were undeclared traces of eggs. Um, it was used in the production process, and it's life threatening because if you're allergic to or have allergies to eggs, too many people were, well, I guess getting sick or, you know, getting a allergic reaction. But anyway, it's called roly-poly multigrain bread. I did see it's in a clear plastic bag, and they said they only gave part of a code number, and it's 50058723. Again, the code is 50058723, and it's a 20-ounce plastic bag that is wrapped in. So whoever bought that, this is for everybody, you know. You know, like I said, whatever I'm told to do or whatever I see, and if it's recalled or whatever, I will put it out, and that is for everyone. I don't care if, you know, if you don't like me or you, well, in my situation, doing magic, whatever, it goes to you too. You know, I'm trying to, just in case you're allergic to eggs in this situation right here, you should know too. And that's how kind of a person I am. I mean, you know, others, you know, they wouldn't care. But I do. Just saying. So, if you are in one of those states or whatever, and you just bought a roly-poly multi-grain, look into it. Like I said, the article was real short. It just said that it was recalled, life-threatening. So, like, look into it. I just got it, that notification, so I don't know how long. Usually when things are like this, as working retail, we get ahead of time where we're supposed to take them off the shelves. So I don't know if they already did that and they got new ones in and you bought it. I'm not sure. So check it out. I gave you the code. The code is 50058723. Like I said, check it out. I'm here to let people know, and hopefully it gets out there, and you know, it saves a lot of people, especially if you're allergic to eggs. And the other thing is, oh, and you know, be careful about the cash out. I mean, cash back, sorry. Oh, well, this has been happening, but I've been seeing this a lot. Um, I Not that long ago, I wasn't supposed to say what that was, but I and I hope I helped whoever was having like a concert or whatever, in the Europe area and some in the States. It was brought up again uh, for me to mention it, but this time I heard morphine, and then I was going through a few things I wanted to listen to, catch up with someone's that I listened to, and they mentioned morphine, but it was totally different than what I'm going to say. But anyway, um, that it's way too many being stolen, especially out of elderly homes, or I guess it depends on what type of home it is, um, that does medical. I guess they give them morphine to help them, with the pain and everything. But this is, it's also like heroin and all that, whatever those drugs are. Um, but they're being stolen out of these places. And if that's the case, that's probably why all these, elderly people aren't getting the right care. Because whoever works there is stealing it. It's not only their, the homes, they're also stealing it from other places, I guess, to get high and whatever. But it ties into when I said be careful of, if you're doing the concerts and all that, they're also trying to put that, I guess, in a drink or something like that to numb you, stuff like that, the morphine. Um, so anyway, because it's getting out of hand with that, of the morphine being stolen. Um, so whoever's having concerts or whatever, and it's not only for those people, it's for everybody. Just, keep an eye out of, you know, all that too. And wherever it's getting stolen from, well, put a lock on your cabinet and only have, you know, someone that, you get checked out, and that's the only one who has access to it. And if anyone needs it, they need to get them to get it for a patient, or have one person give that to all the patients, who needs it. I mean, I don't know medical or whatever, but you could figure out how you could do that. This way, it puts a stop to it getting stolen. They come up with all kinds of crap, you know, for, more I guess, wasted money to be put out because nobody knows where anything is going. But to replace it, you get the gist. But anyway, and I wanted to say, to get back to, these ones. Now, I didn't say anything until I think it was yesterday that I had, or 2 days ago, that I had someone put a video up. And that was because I had to wait until, the eclipse, the new moon, together, whatever, was done and over with. The thing is, I said in my video, everyone has, at one point, a healer, witch, warlock, whatever you want, some type of career. Thing is, I mentioned that, and I also said, that I have every single archangel around. Not only me, my family. Yeah, they have their own. But as a family and soul tribe, well, my brothers and sisters, we all come together and we protect each other. That's how it's supposed to be. We might not know each other. Well, not yet. But because I don't, I do with some, but I don't. Like, I don't know. Well, I think I know about my DM. All of you think you know who he is, but you don't. Yes, we're supposed to mirror each other or whatever. The thing is, I made sure that he, doesn't know unless God told him. But I know for a fact that he knows who I am. But I don't let him, and I don't really speak about it on here either. Exactly everything all of you try to do. And I know you tried to do it on my family and with him. It's not going to work. I don't let on how much yous do and what yous do. Not that it's my problem, but I can handle it. But I don't want it to be their problem or his problem. I know he knows who I am. I said that. Unless, like I said, as God wants everyone to know, you know, when we do get together, whatever, then you would know. But that doesn't give you permission to, be like paparazzi and all that other BS, whatever, to get into our business and whatever. Whatever business we want everybody to know, we'll tell you. The thing is, from what I'm told, he is a really smart man. He's not going to let anyone do magic on him again. Convince him. Put fear. Well, if you go near her or whatever, I'm going to do this. Go ahead. Go do it. Go do it to yourself. I'm just being blunt. Because that's what you wished on me. The stalking, and I said it in my other videos, the stalking, whatever, trying to, love bomb me, whatever, etc., do magic and all that. Thing is, you don't know who I know, and that's what I've been saying, and I will always say that. But I will say, you can't imagine who I know and what my family did and what pack or whatever, how you want to say it, belonged to. Yeah, in every family, yeah. But back then, when things got started or whatever, they were, I guess their ego or whatever. Oh, I know how to do it, whatever. Didn't really learn. And that's where everything got all messed up or whatever, how you want to say it. Yeah, there's some. But where are they today? Because they were doing it constant. And I said that in my other video where they were. But it's not up to me. I broke all the chains and all that. I forgave all of them, even though that I wasn't even there. I wasn't even born or whatever. I wasn't involved. Whatever. We're all good now. Thing is, you know, you can go, like I said, try to, go in, pretend you're me. This way you can go and do things in spirit or in the underworld, and this way it will come, you know down here, whatever, blah blah blah. I'm not going to explain it. Well, you're wrong, because all the ones, like I said, you don't know who you're, well, annoying and trying to, come after me, which again, you're telling them a bunch of lies. Don't you think that, especially if it's family, don't you think that my, that they keep an eye on us to see what everybody does? And don't you think that, my Father, Heavenly Father, tells them? They know who does what. They know that I won't do anything to anybody, harm anybody. Well, I mean, that's true. I won't, unless, the only thing that I will do, unless I have to, I will, make sure you hit the ground, you stay there until the cops come. But other than that, no, I will not do revenge. And like I said, again, I don't know any of you. So you can say a whole bunch of lies to whoever you want. You're only harming yourself. Yes, I am a different person. Before you got away with it. Now you're not. Yeah, I've been saying that we're coming after you, but I'm not telling you when. See, you think you could sneak up on, well, you think you can sneak up on me and others, but especially God and all the ones that I know. We're going to show you how it's done. So if I were you, like I said, unless you're speaking good about any of us, that's fine and dandy. But once you speak ill, people will know. Or when you're lying, people will know. Because like I said, I'm being patient. Also, because it's in God's hands and He's doing everything, among others. And believe me, from what I'm told, they got a lot of people. already. It's just the last ones. So, the ones who knew my father, met my father or whatever, knows how he was. And the ones that, didn't know him, oh, apparently you're getting to know him along with the others and all the ones that you just, annoyed to send, towards my way and to others. And I told you not to speak our names. And I also said you better stop. But you didn't. You're still continuing. You see, I don't know how long I was off or whatever. But it was good when I put a video up, Oh, and whoever just subscribed and all that, thank you and welcome. Um, but like I said, the other subscribers, I don't know what happened. And the views, the ones that, like I said, did get the memo. They did give me back my views, but I was on, well, I wasn't. I saw it, but I had the person who's going to put this video up also write something on this person's video, which I don't get all the time. I just catch up with everybody myself, if they put. I don't get live ones for some reason, but I don't go on live because I know the ones that are part of my situation is on there. And I did put up something. And when I did, it was like clockwork. I knew once I had to put up, I think it took like 30 minutes, maybe 20. I don't know. Bam. You must have been with each other to start sending. But I watched it quickly and I heard them laughing. So I wonder what happened. How bad did you feel it when it got returned? I don't know who you are. And all these tarot readers that, everybody got or whatever, I don't know any of you either. You know, when I first went on, before I even did videos, I would write stuff, made sure I did a like, this way their video would go out, you know, and, occasionally I would say, oh, oh, if it resonated, or, oh, that's like point on, or whatever. So I don't know why, people are jealous of a comment, saying, oh, hey, that resonated, or whatever. Oh, you are good. When I when it first came out, I was on, you know, I probably came across, if you have, YouTube or whatever, I probably came across you. You know, I still hit liked. You know, I never said, uh, you know, anything bad. The only time that I will say something that was bad is when, people speak about God and say, oh, well, if you don't read this, God will punish you. And then, it's like, um, let me see what this says, and everything. And then when you go on it, it's like, okay, you are listening, and it's like nothing to do with God, and what's the message? You know, so right there is offensive. The ones that are truly into God, or connected or whatever, but you're speaking about God, you know, in that way. That's the only time that I will say something, but I would say it nice. So I don't know why that, um, you think that it is right to have company in whatever your karma or whatever problem you have, because you don't want to get into finding out to help yourself. This way you could help others. especially if you have kids, and that it doesn't go to them. You know, right now it's like all of you think that you're going to stop us when God's the one that chose us to put the truth out. I'm not saying that, everyone else isn't telling the truth. You get what I mean. I'm not going to try to explain it. I know that I try to talk, I try to speak in a way where everyone understands. Yes, sometimes, when I'm getting, different things, I'll, have things pop up, and it will only make sense to whoever that it belongs to. But this, with the bread, the morphine, and all that, it's more like a warning and all that. But the part where I said, you got into my business way too far, and you did too much. You should have stayed out of it. Now you're going to, whatever they're going to do. And everything that you thought that you blocked. You see, I don't mention my DM because I already know he knows who I am. And like I said, wake up and, look around. Don't stay where, once you're away from that person and then now all of a sudden you figure it out. Okay, every time I go back, this starts happening or whatever, And then all of a sudden, it's like you stayed and you stayed, but you did what, occasionally things, but you missed out on a whole bunch, being with your person and blah, 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 whatever. And next minute you're waking up on 100 years old, sitting on a thing, your porch on a rocking chair. To save people? If I'm told that that's what I'm supposed to do, fine. But I'm going to tell you now. If God says that I'm supposed to be with someone and with my family, God will move mountains and knock all of you out of the way. So I don't know who you think my person is. And like everyone says, and we've been saying it, you better watch what names is spoken out of your mouths. And I don't know who keeps telling you, and I don't know what shows you are watching, thinking that, all this magic of destiny and all, oh, taking your man and all that. If you took my man and he was supposed to be mine, he wasn't really. If he's that easy and, to think that you were telling the truth about whatever. I have a strong man. A smart man that does not get fooled. So like I said, I don't know what shows and what movie or whatever. The Beauty and the Beast movie, which I love watching, putting or whatever love in a, I forget what it was, a jar or whatever. When two people are supposed to be with each other, it doesn't work, especially if you're chosen. So I don't know I don't know who comes up with all this bull. I mean, yeah, it might have worked before. But like I said, I was your setup, or you were my setup, or whatever how you say it. I don't know. But anyway, but others, it might have worked. But harming innocent people, it is going to stop. It is. Especially when you come, for, well, never mind. But anyway, I might continue this, but just remember, don't let anybody, hold it. Wait a second! Don't let anybody get you mad or whatever, because that's what they want. I came across something. I heard something. Don't be like soda. You know how when you shake it up and then you open it, it explodes? Well, that's what they want you to do. Be like water. You shake that up, you're nice and calm. But anyway, I have to go. Yeah. Everyone have a nice day, morning, whatever. And I might do another one. But all right. Ciao.